Hey guys, we're watching Volgor's beer reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Michelob Lager. This is a 5.0% ABV beer. A unique blend of Hallertau, Strisel, Spalt, and other hop varieties combined with two-row barley malt to create our signature Munich-style lager. St. Louis, Missouri. It says Michelob Brewing Company, but don't be fooled, it's Anheuser-Busch. Michelob Original Lager was first brewed in 1896 as beer for beer connoisseurs. It was available only in draft form and only at select locations, including the Michelob Tavern in St. Louis, where retailers and distributors were instructed on the proper methods of storing, pouring, and tasting this exceptional Munich-style lager. Well, if you work at a bar or tavern, I would expect they would be instructed on that sort of thing. But anyways, they had to put something on the label. Yeah, let's crack this open. Don't really smell a whole lot of the bottle, but whatever. I actually just finished one because I was doing a video and I screwed up. Okay, Lacey, not the best, not the worst. Huh, I just realized I had a little bit left from the last bottle. Alright. Alright. The smell. The smell kind of varies, or the scent varies from beer to beer, or to pour, I don't know. But sometimes I don't smell it, sometimes I do smell it. It just smells like a grassy, the grass and the grains in the beer. It's very clear. Very, very clear. Kind of like a Busch, but this tastes a lot better than a Busch. Beer Advocate scores 63, the Bros 69, and the average review is 2.65. Kind of low in my opinion. Michelob Original Lager is brewed with pale, kilned, two-row barley malt and noble European hops, which I think I already read that on the label. Okay, so let's take the swig. It is pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed. It was $8 for a 6-pack, which is more expensive than a lot of people spend. I watched one review, Hoggy's beer reviews. He said he spent $6, but then again, it's a different state. You know, you had tax and what else, you know. Could just be cheaper there. This could be more expensive where I got mine, but anyways, the taste, it's way better than Budweiser. Budweiser's kind of a creamy rice. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. But for me, the worst part about Budweiser, it's overpriced. This is priced about the same as Budweiser. And it tastes better too. This is actually clean, crisp, refreshing. If there's any like trace of adjuncts, which it's gotta be, it's Anheuser-Busch, so it seems like it would be an adjunct lager. I don't know. But it doesn't taste like it. I don't really taste corn. I don't taste rice. I mean, if I taste anything, it's at the very tip of my tongue at the end. Yeah, maybe a little bit at the end, but I mean that's just guessing. It's not abrupt like you drink a Miller. It's just like solid corn, or Busch that. Busch has that Busch taste. It's just like corn and grass. Yeah, it's not like that at all. It actually tastes really good for a beer from Anheuser. So this one review I was going to read, or look at, read. They gave it a 3.16 out of 5. Smell aroma consists of mainly of a slightly grainy, grassy smell with a little bit of skunk aroma within. I didn't really get the skunk aroma, but whatever. Some other light aromas of lemon, citrus, and a little bit of caramel, I guess. I would say a little more of the caramel than the lemon. It's very, like I keep on saying, thin and easy to drink. Like you just have a sip, I mean, before you know it's gone. It's not a thick, heavy beer at all. Taste begins with a sweet caramel and bready taste, hint of citrus orange flavor. The note of suggested is skunky and grassy taste, but much of this was on the tongue. Instead of sweet caramel, remains strong and is nicely complemented by the bit of lemon and some grassy flavors toward the very end. Light herbal and floral hop flavor joins profile, creating a rather pleasant but somewhat thicker lager flavor to linger on the tongue. Mouthfeel body of the beer is on the thicker and creamier side of for a lager. Only 4.8 ABV. I already thought it was 5.0, but whatever. The thicker body did accentuate the caramel and grainy flavors as well, but made the body a little too heavy, which took away from the more refreshing characteristics traditionally associated with a lager. I don't know what they're talking about. It's like a really thin beer, but tastes really good for really thin beer. You know, it's not like a Beck's, a Heineken, or like a Rolling Rock, where it's a thin beer, but kind of weird skunky flavor and then kind of bloaty. That's just my opinion. If you completely disagree with me, then fine, but I just see this beer as a completely different benchmark than those. Way higher and way above in regards. Overall, the taste on this one has really surprised me, as it was much more robust and flavorful than I was expecting. A nice, unexpected find. The mouthfeel and smell took away from the brew overall, however, making it only okay brew overall. Alright, so they said it was pretty good, but okay overall, which is kind of misleading for me. In my opinion, if you want something that higher class, you know, higher end, but still within within a not crash brew name, if that matters to you or not, that probably doesn't matter to anybody, but let's just, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. This beer is just a decent all-around beer. My only criticism is for me, $8 for a 6-pack of beer that's not even craft beer is a little high, but on the upside, that's not bad. And the battery has low battery, so I couldn't answer anyways. But yeah, so my review, my rating would be probably a 7.5 or 7.7. It's good. It's refreshing. It's kind of a lawnmower beer because it tastes beyond a lawnmower beer, because, you know, most people call a lawnmower beer like it's a light beer you can drink all day without, you know, really worrying about it. You know, like a Busch or a Rolling Rock or a Coors Light or something, I guess. But there's other people that consider lawnmower beer just a beer that's under 5%, and it can be better than that. Like, well, there's Lawnmower Lager I've reviewed before. Looking up here, oh, Lux is like 4.3 or 4.5. I guess Pabst, might as well throw Pabst out there. That's a good lawnmower. I guess that could be a lawnmower beer. But what I'm saying is it's like a lawnmower beer, and it's really easy to, you know, chug, get refreshed, get replenished. You know, wet your whistle. As so, it has a little bit of a bitterness, but it's a tad, just enough to go like that, but not enough to where I don't think it would put off anybody, because this isn't no IPA, this isn't a pale lager, this is just a original lager, whichever that means. But you know, I had no idea. When I thought Michelob for all these years, I thought Michelob was originally a light beer, and then Ultralight was even more lighter than that. So then, when I finally had this, where I found it, and then I'm like, huh, it looks like a dark beer because the bottle. but it's not. It's just, does that look dark to you? Not in the slightest. Yeah. But, like I said, it's crisp, clean, refreshing, and it's just one of those beers you gotta try. You gotta try at least once. And a lot of beers I come across are like, okay, they're good, or they're so-so, or wow, that's not even as good as I thought it'd be. But this beer, it's like Michelob. If there's any beer associated with Michelob, it's either the lager or the Amberbock, which is very similar but a little bit darker. And it's just a good beer. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If you just want a crisp, clean, refreshing beer, is just higher end. You know, just higher end. Not something that's just cheap, and you're just not gonna feel satisfied with something cheap, and you know, and just a bad aftertaste, or it's gonna linger in your mouth, or it's gonna just give you a bad taste in your mouth. This is something I can easily say it tastes good, and it's easy to put down. And it really deserves more attention than it gets, because you never really hear of anybody or any commercials from Michelob. But this is way better than a lot. And the beers that come close to this out of Anheuser or any other big names is like Batch 19, Killian's Red. I mean, I wouldn't even compare it to Miller Fortune, because that tastes like malt liquor. This does not taste like malt liquor. This is actually like, it tastes like a craft beer. The reason why I say it's so good is because if somebody says it's actually that good, then it is. It actually, if you didn't know if it was a craft beer, then you wouldn't know the difference. You would think this was a Michelob from a craft brewery in St. Louis, Missouri. But no, this is Busch, and as a Busch, the same people make Budweiser, King Cobra, Hurricane, and all kinds of Natural Ice, Natural Light, all those beers. This was the high-end beer, and yeah, it should be way higher in regards. But fuck.